Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I really had to think about what day it was. I have had a kind of a low energy day today, and I was sitting downstairs going, "Ugh, I do not feel like doing a meditation." And then I thought, well, maybe other people have had a slow day today too, or a low energy day, and that this might be of some help. And then I picked up Mary Oliver, and I have a poem and a meditation for us tonight. So this is again from her book Blue Horses, and it's funny. I look at this poem differently than when I the first time I read it in the light of the current affairs. But it's called "If I Wanted a Boat." I would want a boat if I wanted a boat that bounded hard on the waves, that didn't know starboard from port and wouldn't learn, that welcomed the dolphins and headed straight for the whales, that when rocks were close would slide in for a touch or two, that wouldn't keep land in sight and went fast and leaped into the spray. What kind of life is it always to plan and do and promise and finish, to wish for the near and the safe? Yes, by heavens, if I wanted a boat, I would want a boat I couldn't steer. I know when the first 100 times I read that poem, it sounds great. I want this life that is unexpected and not plain and planned and dull. And, well, we've got that right now. And let me tell you, the plain, planned, and kind of dull life that I took for granted seems a little more appealing. So it's interesting, careful what you wish for. And I don't know if Mary Oliver was even thinking about anything like this when she wrote that poem. So I have a meditation tonight that I use myself when I'm having a hard time either accepting the way I am or accepting the way other people are behaving, or maybe just accepting things in general. And not being able to accept things as they are or people as they are is, for me, one of the clearest and biggest way to make myself miserable. So this, the story behind this is called, I'm going to try to say it in Hawaiian. It's a I'm sorry if you, it's a Hawaiian meditation. And the story behind it is that there are two stories, and I don't know if either of them is true. If someone wants to Google it and let me know, that would be great. But it was either a doctor or it was a warden for a prison, and either the psychiatric hospital or the prison, but in these places, people were behaving badly, and there was low morale with the staff, and the clients were just out of control, and the whole place was falling apart. So they brought in this guy, and in both stories, or both versions of this story, after a month or so, the entire place has turned around. The staff is happier, the clients are happier, everybody's doing better. And people asked him what his technique was. And he had never left his office, but what he did was he picked up everyone's file, or an image of everyone, and he did what's called a Hawaiian meditation, which is when you hold a person or persons in a mental image, and you say the 4 sentences. You say, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you." And you say that over and over again. And it has a way of changing you, the way you look at things. And apparently it also is effective for the person who is the point of your meditation. So I thought we would do it. We would do it tonight, and you don't have to worry. I always used to worry I would get the sentences in the wrong order. It doesn't matter. Just say the 4 sentences in whatever order they appear to you. Can you say hi? Yeah. So get yourself settled in. Either sit down or lie down on the floor or on a chair, on a couch or a bed. And start to settle in, separate your feet, place your hands either palm down or palm up on your lap. And if you want to do what we would call a mudra, you can take your left hand and your right hand, palms up, and place them on top of each other and touch your thumbs together. And this is just a balancing mudra. It'll help bring together both hemispheres of your brain. It grounds you and it connects you to the earth, your heart to the earth, and both sides of your brain. And you can start to close your eyes, or you can just gaze down to the tip of your nose and just bring your attention to your breath. You don't have to change anything about it. You just need to let your curiosity fall on your breath. And just notice where you feel the breath more. Your nostrils, perhaps your sinuses, and the movement of your ribs or your abdomen. And then begin to deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. And lengthening your exhales helps shift you from sympathetic to parasympathetic nervous system, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps you relax and tells your brain it's okay, that you're safe. And check in with all the points of your body that are touching the ground or the chair or whatever it is you're sitting on. Sit and know you're sitting. And then we will repeat the 4 sentences. And if you have somebody, especially somebody you're not necessarily fond of right now, you can start with them, and if that is just too hard, that's fine. That's fine. You could start with somebody you like a little better. Or maybe you can even just start with yourself. Now take a deep inhale and exhale. Come back to a regular breath. And then I'll say it for a little while, and you can say it for yourself. But the sentences are, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Now keep saying those sentences to yourself and hold whoever it is in that field of energy. And if your mind wanders off, come back to your breath. Come back to the mantra. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Say that a few more times to yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And you can do this as long as you'd like. You can come back to this anytime. It's a nice way to ground and come back to a loving approach, if only to no one else but yourself. And take a deep inhale. And exhale. Blink your eyes open and bring your hands together at your heart. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. The light and the love in me sees and shines with the light and love in all of you. Bow forward. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, stay home, and I will talk to you again soon. I love you all.